Don't make excuses for yourself. What's your biggest obstacle? Would you say that it's you're too tired or that you don't have enough money? Not enough people are giving you a helping hand? Well, these are the kind of problems that everyone has to face at some time or another. They aren't that big of a surprise by the time you reach adulthood. So why should you go and hide behind them like so many others who just keep making all kinds of excuses so that they don't have to deal with the true nature of life itself? When it comes down to it, our biggest obstacle is always looking right back at us in the mirror every single morning. Is it really that hard to think of the most successful people seeing it in exactly this way? After all, we're the ones who have the power to enact change. We're the ones who pull the strings, and so we then shouldn't get accustomed to looking for who to blame next for the cards that we're dealt. So, wouldn't it then stand to reason that the excuses that we come up with are actually a product of our own making? It's common knowledge that, generally speaking, we as human beings have a proclivity for giving ourselves a hard time, for not being where we would like to be. We're quick to call ourselves failures, and therefore feel justified in pitying ourselves, and then making excuses for our shortcomings. Would it make any real sense if you could always use a complaint to get all those things that you want? Isn't it an odd route to get your own way in life? Wouldn't that cheapen the goals that you have carefully set for yourself? We're not inspired by the people that make excuses and are always looking for quick fixes to complicated problems. The worst thing about constantly relying on having to come up with excuses is that it reinforces a terrible standard of dependency. What it really is behaving like a child long after it's acceptable. You expect things to be done for you all the time, which means that you're setting yourself up to miss valuable life lessons that would otherwise serve to help you as you grow and expand your life. Being a needy person is the last thing that you should want to be, and you should make a concert effort in avoiding it. It is vastly better to strive for independence and to forge your own path with your own sense of direction, instead of constantly looking for ways to piggyback on the successes of others. A lot of people live the life that they deserve because they don't respect the meaning of hard work and personal fulfillment. A person who makes excuses sees someone else in nice clothes or a fancy car and feels resentment. They try to think of scenarios where that person got all these types of things without putting in the work. But so what? Wouldn't it be so much better to use your energy as inspirational fuel to drive you towards the type of lifestyle that you know that you have it in you to reach? You can go after these types of things with the knowledge that you did indeed earn it at every step of the way. It's absurd and character destroying to want to just be given all those things that you want, even if you've been yearning for them for a long while. What makes much more sense is to be thirsty enough to push yourself to get on and find it your way, on your own terms. Doesn't that sound way more fulfilling? So fire up all your cylinders and become the best kind of man or woman that gets things done. You are an unstoppable force to be reckoned with. And what's more, you want the whole world to know it. You know how to get your head in the game. You have what it takes to use the tools that have been available to you to make fireworks happen and leave others in the dust. It is when you can imagine yourself in a better place that you are truly on a journey of your own that's being realized and instilled with true meaning. Finding your own way in the world can feel intimidating. It happens to the best of us, but these feelings of unease are just part of the bigger picture of getting what you want the right way, without making a whole bunch of excuses. Never forget, we're all on a journey, advancing all the time. So why not embrace yours for the special and rich experience that it is meant to be? Excuses are for people who don't want to put the work in, because deep down inside, they know that they don't deserve it. They know that what they should do is move aside and let those who do want to come out swinging zip past them and claim their reward. So, who are you going to be? The person who waits around for good luck to come knocking at their front door? Or the driven individual who's willing to go out hunting for the next great, big chapter of their life? Don't forget, the power is in your hands. And if you so choose, you can choose wisely and get to the next level. After all, that's what it's there for, right?